Hello, Pastor E.T. here today, and it's great to have you tuning in. And this is day 16 of our 21-day fast, and I want to thank you for listening and watching. And we have had an incredible time during this fast, and hopefully you've been able to stay on it to the best of your ability. And if you have, say, fallen off the fasting wagon, get back on today. Don't let it stop you. Be encouraged. And this is not a condemnation thing or whatever. It is an encouraging thing, and where you can draw closer to the Lord. So don't give up. Keep going. We only have a few more days left. Today, we're going to be talking out of 1 Samuel 20, where it describes Jonathan, who is King Saul's son, and his relationship with David. And how, of course, Saul was trying to kill David because he knew that David would eventually take his position as king. And it was amazing how God brought the son of King Saul into the life of David to be a friend to him and actually love him more than a brother. It was incredible. And so today we're going to be talking about friends. David had to have this friend Jonathan, or else he would not have made it. And so God uses people in our lives in significant ways. And so today I want to talk to you about friends. And this whole fasting time, we're wanting to get closer to the Lord, and hopefully you are. I know I am, and that is a great thing to do. But just as important on the earthly side is to have good friends. And to have someone in your life, or two or three different people in your life that can really be good friends. Now, I know in Proverbs the Bible says that the wounds of a friend are faithful. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Now, what does that mean? Basically this: I would rather someone be a friend to me and tell me the truth about myself, which would hurt me or seem wounding at the time. But if it's honest and spoken in love to help me to get better, then that's the kind of friend I would want. As opposed to someone who would continually say, oh yeah, you're great and you're doing fine and all this and everything, while the whole time I'm really not doing good. So faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. So question is, what kind of friend are you? What kind of friend am I? God's called us to be good friends to people. And that's one of the hardest things, especially in a church, when you're trying to encourage everybody and just be loving and all. Sometimes we have to be honest with one another. And I know there's people in my life that were honest with me. I had for years, I had not dealt with some things that I had lost in my past, and I had some anger built up inside of me, and it would eventually come out at the wrong times on the wrong people. And I'm just being open with you here. I am a pastor, but I'm not Jesus. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better every day. I hope, I pray, I try. But let's be honest, folks. Every one of us has things in our past that have been wounds to us, and if possibly we've not dealt with correctly or processed that issue or that situation, or maybe a person has been abusive to us and we've not processed it correctly, or maybe we've been neglected, or a situation happened in our life where we blame God for something. And to be honest with you folks, which that's what we all need to be and up front, is that if we don't deal with those things properly, what happens is we internalize that, we become angry and bitter. And then at the wrong time, if anybody says something to us, or something happens, or somebody does something to us that we feel is a trigger to get us upset or blocks something that we were wanting to do, we spill that anger out onto them. And it's 10 times worse than what it should have been, or if it should have been at all. And so what I'm saying here is that we need to do a little introspection, folks. And let's see if there's anything that has been done in our past to us that has not been resolved in our own hearts. David said, Lord, search me and know me and see if there's any wicked ways in me. And I believe that that's what he's calling us to do. So what kind of friend do you need? What kind of friend do I need? I need someone who's going to be honest with me, who is going to love me in spite of myself, but also is going to be truthful and say, you know, E.T., you're a great guy, but this is going on in your life. I noticed this happening. It's a blind spot. And I'm just telling you so that you can deal with it and be able to conquer this and make this hurdle, overcome this hurdle and get better. And so you know what today? God is saying to us is that we not only need good friends like that, and don't despise somebody that comes to you in love and is honest and speaks the truth in love. As long as they value you and love you, you should be able to receive it. And let God change you. If what they're saying is true, then let God change you for the better. Because we'll either become bitter or become better. And I'm hoping and praying that you and I become better together. And so the other question is, what kind of friend am I being to people? Maybe we notice something in someone's life that needs to be addressed, but we're afraid because we think it's going to ruin our friendship. Let me tell you something. God says, be bold. Speak the truth in love. The wounds of a friend, they're faithful. Faithful are the wounds of the friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. If we continue to tell that person, hey, you're doing great, nothing's wrong, just keep on going the way you're going. I've said this before, I'd rather somebody cut me with the truth than kill me with a lie. Let's stop patting people on the back all the way off a cliff while they're self-destructing. Let us listen and be open. Are you teachable today? Are we willing to listen to the people that God brings in our lives to speak truth to us about ourselves? Let's not be insecure anymore. Let's realize that, you know what, God's still working on us. And if we allow him to bring people in our life that's going to speak in truth to us and be honest with us, then we will be able to get better. But until we do, we're going to stay stuck. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but we'll stay stuck. I think King Saul was stuck in his situation, in his personality, and his internally, and he could not get beyond a point, and eventually it killed him. You know what? Today, I believe God is wanting to bring some junk up during this fast so that we can deal with it. So let's ask ourselves, what would your friend say if you said, I want you to be honest with me? Tell me, what do you see in me? Is there something that I need to fix or change or deal with? You got to be brave to deal with it, folks. Also, be brave enough to speak the truth to your friend in love, because I know you love them and they love you. And so let's become better friends. Okay? God is our friend. He's trying to speak the truth to us. A lot of times he uses people around us to do the same. Well, God bless you, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Continue on the fast, and we'll talk to you then.